Hey guys, welcome to the Biscuit Mafia podcast for today. It is I, Desert Dragon, joined here with Will's Good Barbecue, P-Man, and Private.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm not here.
And yes, we are joined by a ghost named. Anyhow, we are today discussing Space Engineers, one of my personal favorite games that I've been playing for about a year. It just recently came out of its early access beta. Technically, still is in beta.
Sorry, I have to go. I'll be right back.
All right. Anyhow, so let's see. First off, let's talk about the changes to survival. Personally, I'm enjoying the new survival. Oh, hello, that's an oxygen tank. Anyhow,
What changes
Yay,
have
there's
been
an
made?
oxygen tank.
changes.
All right,
Definitely.
I'm gonna cut you guys for a sec because the stream is doing some really weird stuff. First off, the stream started actually.
Okay, so with the survival updates, I personally love it. I think the new blocks are great and it adds more options for the players. And I like that the progression can be turned off when you don't want it, but it's an extra feature that makes the gameplay more involved and more challenging.
In some ways, yeah, I agree with that. I like the progression sometimes. I also like having the ability to turn it off. But another thing, it's just where it's a weird progression. I mean, there's nothing other than you just have to be able to build this block, then you get it to progress. That's not really progression in a way. I mean, it's literally built-in progression by the game and how that's just how all survival worlds will probably go.
Yeah, that is true, but it's definitely a step in the right direction, and it's a great concept.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
as they've said, they aren't dropping the development, so I have a feeling it's going to change and be tweaked to be better soon.
hopefully. What about ladders? I haven't used them yet. I've seen people use them. There's such weird hype going on with them. What do we think about them?
I love them. It allows you to build in ways you previously didn't have to, because you basically had to build your whole ship around a staircase if you wanted anything that was not like one of those things with the passages that you just jetpack up and down.
Yeah.
You don't have to deal with using your jetpack fuel going up and down those, or with massive staircases.
Completely agree. It's all about the accessibility on your ship.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get into smaller maintenance spaces too more easily now, which is great on large things like a battleship or a carrier or something along those lines.
I mean, those already should have built-in decks as well as everything else.
Well, yeah, but like
Right.
getting into the machinery can be tricky on something so big.
What machinery? You just leave it there and you have a control panel. And at the most, you only need one conveyor access point.
For like repairs and stuff, is like battle damage repairs. It depends on how you build, but if you look at some of the more fancy ships, they're not entirely built 100% for
battle worthy
survival, but they're I wouldn't say that. Some of them are really, really powerful. Have you ever seen any of K Medlock's builds on the workshop? Because I think ladders are great for a build like that, where you're trying to get something that is not purely functional, but works really nicely too.
Yeah.
Have you guys talked about the
they'd fix
yet?
some of these solar panel bugs.
Oh my god, I know. And
I wanted to start on the moon. And I saw the solar panel bug. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, that went down.
Yeah, Space Engineers is a great game. They just need to do bug fixing. The other day, I opened up the giant door to our underground bunker on the server I'm on, and it launched the door into space, taking out our miner with it.
Yeah, that's something that could be fixed. All the Clang issues. But
yes. Clang has definitely gotten better, but it's not gone.
Yeah. There's new Clangs in a way.
Yes. As far as I can tell, it's because one of the rotors wasn't set right, and it's locked like 2 degrees before the other one stopped moving, which torqued the whole thing and made it glitch.
Yeah. Let's see. What do you think about the new grind for stone to get basic resources? I mean, let's hear from a new player perspective.
I am a new. I wouldn't really expect it any different. What did it used to be?
It used to be where you were literally have to give a refinery in your respawn ship to actually be able to do anything.
The thing I've got now is, even if I've got a good base and a rover, it still helps. You know what I mean? Like, just if you need little top ups almost.
Yeah.
But yeah, I honestly couldn't imagine it any other way. It's a basic thing now that I just do from the start.
Yeah, I mean, and I see other new players who are playing during the free weekend, and they're like, this game is trash. I can't do anything without hours of grinding for stone. And I don't think they realize that that's basically what you have to do to play the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not one of those. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, it's not like you've got to be committed to wanting to, upgrade your stuff. It can't just be an easy thing. It's especially in servers. You got to put time and effort into it. What I think.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Absolutely, and you have to think through how you build your stuff. You can't just slap something together and expect it to work.
Exactly.
Actually, I would like to debate that. I'd like to debate you can't just slap something together, as I'm literally doing that right now. But,
how big is it, and what are you trying to do with it is the question.
Making a basic cargo ship just to get me to a uranium asteroid.
Okay, yeah, that's something you kind of slap
for
together.
starting a space. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a multi-purpose shuttle, my faction, and someone stuck an antenna on the top, so it's stuck straight up and down, not realizing that if you tried to park it in our hangar bay, it was going to smack off the hangar bay no matter how you tried to put it in. I had to cut the whole top off the ship and align it parallel to everything to make it work.
See, what I think when people play the game is they see all these pictures on the Steam Workshop on YouTube, and it depicts perfect, beautiful ships, and I think new players think that'll come easy. You know what I mean? But
it doesn't
they
come
they
easy,
don't expect. Yeah, exactly. Because all of the pictures just depict this perfect, beautiful ship, and I know for a fact mine looks like square boxes. I don't know about you, but
I mean, here I'll even take a picture of what I'm currently building right now.
Okay, go for it.
And yes, we are using the build repair system on the server, but that's just a thing because
what does that exactly do?
Too laggy to do anything. Sorry, say again?
What does the build and repair system do? I haven't experienced that yet.
It's like nanites. It's like the nanites. Basically, it builds unbuilt blocks, grinds down blocks that you choose, and all that.
Oh, that's good. And that just takes energy?
Energy,
let me explain.
And it takes resources as well.
You basically it's a building you can make. You can set a certain color to if a block or basically anything is this color, ignore it. You can set it so that if it's a certain color, it will grind it, and if it's not any of those colors, it will just try to weld it if it has the resources. And it does something I didn't know. What else it does is it picks up blocks in the area. I think it's 75 meters.
It picks up items in the area.
I see that being useful.
Yeah, that is really useful, and that makes me think of some advanced building techniques that I've been experimenting with. If you put welders inside your ship in the right spots, you can create a self-welding system, which is one of the reasons I love space engineers is you can come up with solutions to problems that aren't just basic ways that everyone does something. There are ways around everything.
There's ways around a lot of stuff, but
there's I don't know. I don't think you noticed, but Max said he put up the picture you made on stream.
I don't care. I posted it there for a reason, and I knew he would. Because I wanted people to see what I'm doing.
So that you know that if you want to explain something from the picture.
I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. It's literally a rocket ship.
Well, I haven't seen the picture, so I don't
know. Bearish Crusader is in one of our gaming channels on the Discord. I know he plays Space Engineers. Should we see if we can get him to join us?
Wait, who?
Bearish Crusader.
Well, I mean, if he wants, I can just drag him in.
Bearish said he was not going to be joining us on stream today.
All right. That's fine then. I just saw that he was on.
Holy shit, I just saw your rocket. It looks like a legit launching pad.
It is a launch pad.
Yeah.
So, I mean, aside from the changes to survival, may I ask you, what are you going to do with your 1 million tons of gravel?
I'm going to use it as a projectile weapon. It's a cheap way of annoying the crap out of other players. Just drop it on them.
It doesn't do any damage, though. They changed that last major.
Yeah, I know. It's still annoying as can be.
Damage you, right? It should damage blocks by falling.
No, items were changed last major to not cause collision damage.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
It used to work, at least.
Yeah, it used to work, and then they changed it. I don't remember if it was last major, but it became a non-viable form of weaponry.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, which makes sense though, because doing that was completely overpowered. You could just fill cargo containers with stone, and then break them, and it would like destroy everything underneath you.
Yeah, it basically would. Just drop it, and it still breaks.
Yeah,
see.
I ended up building a ballistic missile that had cargo containers full of it, and it had Gatling guns that shot it, and it would just spray stone everywhere as it came down.
A cluster bomb.
Yeah, that's.
That's.
There are so many overpowered weapons in Space Engineers that at least used to exist.
There's a lot of overpowered weapon mods that exist too for that reason.
Yeah, there are mods that do it, but something that new players think is the only way to damage things is with the vanilla weapons, which are stupidly weak sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it only takes one shot from a Gatling to kill off a small block.
Yeah, but then once you get into like massive ship combat, which is
does nothing.
more rare on survival, but if you do it in like creative mode, for instance, it doesn't work. It takes like 15 minutes to do a battle.
I mean,
and even then, no one.
That's why I love shield. That's why I like the shield mods and all the different kinds of weapon mods that are out there.
Yeah, those make it a lot more interesting for sure.
Ooh. I just found a spot for a ladder.
Would you like to explain?
So anyhow, Keen had recently added in ladder. They were removed from, was it beta or alpha? Is a really early major release, and they're removed because they couldn't iron out some of the bugs, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
No, they were a thing a while ago.
You're not wrong.
Yeah. And I like that rover wheels are becoming better and better. They're somewhat usable now. Unlike
they were
old
usable
versions.
Last release.
Yeah, but they're just a little more so. If you look at over the years how much they've improved.
Ever since I got Space Engineers, I've been a rover kind of guy.
Yeah, you weren't there in the beginning then. It was...
Yeah, I was.
You had problems with wheels flying off, things would break, and it would just spontaneously spaz for no reason.
Oh, don't worry. I've seen the tree duplication manipulation.
Oh God. Yeah, that's
one
one of the things
that was one of my favorite gifts of all time.
One of the weirdest things that I've seen space engineers do is when a player crashes into a tree with their jetpack, the tree goes flying and the player's body falls straight down. It's like game physics at their absolute best.
Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, why did that build? I didn't want that. Oh well. But I'm actually quite enjoying ladders, so Keen should have made them small grid as well.
Yes, and they need to add small grid glass too to make that better.
Yes, please, small grid glass, yes. I mean, even people in Keen Discord want it very badly.
Yeah, I don't see what the problem with adding it is. You literally shrink down to large grid glass. It doesn't interact with anything. There's no like coding for the control panel.
There's nothing it needs to do. It just sits there.
Except just allow things to be airtighted and not be open to space. Yeah, I think the thing with the temperatures and affecting your energy is also great because it makes it so you can't just stand around.
But if they're gonna
forever.
do that, there needs to be more. There needs to be more suit variety as well, like designed specifically for heat. Others are designed for other stuff.
That would be a very, very good thing to have. Well, if anyone from Keen is listening in on this, which I doubt, do you know what to add now?
I'm pretty sure they're not.
They got the wish list of a very few player base. But,
yeah.
But it doesn't mean we can't wish for it.
Yep. And I don't feel like some of those things are too unreasonable to wish for. I think a lot of people want them from what I've heard over other Discords.
It'd definitely be cool.
Yeah, I mean, people would definitely love having basically super gridded everything.
Yeah.
I mean, super gridding has been one of the biggest mods out there. I mean, you see super gridded weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I got a steel catwalk plate in the way.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they would almost make a ground up of it.
Yeah. And
sorry, I am bugging Timo in game right now because of the ship.
I fucking hate my ship. It crashed again. I went straight
That's another thing.
Right?
Some of the thruster bugs could be fixed as well.
Yeah, let me just explain. Yeah, this is the second time this happened. My ship is perfect. Nothing wrong with it. I went up, I went forward, and I was all of a sudden, bum, my thrusters just stopped working. I have power. Everything is on. Everything is on auto. Basically, my batteries are on auto. Everything is perfect. But I just fall out of the sky.
Yep.
This is the second time it's happened.
There's a thing with the O2 generators plumbed directly to hydrogen engines currently.
No,
if you don't,
these are batteries with
atmospheric
thrusters.
Yeah, if you don't do it right though, they whenever you accelerate, it makes the engine stutter and it turns them off in the direction you're not going in. So like you don't get the response time that you're used to. It makes it a pain in the butt to fly. As soon as you add the tank on, even if it's not full, it changes the whole thing and makes it work again.
Yeah, we actually had to add on tank to our base, even though we never used the the engine. It just takes way too much hydrogen for it to be useful.
This is another thing I fucking hate. Really, sorry for swearing. The fact that if you crash in the ground or just land in the wrong way on the ground, that you just basically clip into the ground, you don't see it. But when you try to take off, you basically rubber band back.
Oh yeah, yeah. That.
Because that's what happened to me right now.
Oh, Timo,
yeah,
lock your landing gear there, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Clang can be the most annoying thing on the game, but there are some bugs that you can take advantage that use Clang that are the best thing ever. Probably my favorite is the
wasn't it like the
rotor gun?
Oh god.
Have you guys seen how that thing works?
No.
If you set up a timer block and you have rotors and you add heads to them all at once, it extends the thing. And if you set it, say it does that and then releases the one on the end, you can basically create like a rapidly jiggling tower of rotors that launch to end off the top every time. And it like machine guns them. It's amazing. I don't know how else to describe it. But like you get a way higher rate of fire than anything other than a Gatling gun out of it.
All right, so we're kind of running out of time here, but for the new players out there, from both a new player perspective and a veteran player, what would you guys want to say to them? Like tips, tricks, anything.
Fix your fucking fix your bugs. That's it.
Well, I'd say to all the players out there, be patient with the game. It takes a while to learn. It's not easy, but it's one of the most fun things. And also, if you're building a ship that you want to last, don't rush it. Take your time and build it right, or it will come back to bite you.
Blueprint everything.
Yes.
Blueprint everything.
Uh-huh.
I agree with that. I have lost many
because when Clang strikes, you don't know if your ships are going to survive or not.
Alright, I think my cargo ship, I'm just gonna fucking destroy
anyhow,
destroy it. This is
thank you for joining us today on the podcast, guys. It is a blast doing this. Wish you all good luck and see you out in the verse.